thing I am very happy about, or happy, all right, use your word, optimistic. I'm optimistic about the fact that when Ethereum starts to move, and then Pulse starts to move, when Pulse starts to move, all of these projects, all of these teams that have been building all the way along, they're all tied to Pulse, right? They're all tied to Pulse. So as soon as Pulse starts rising, everything starts rising. So every team and project that are out there now that have something built and that is functional and that is working, or the stuff that's in the process, they're all going to start seeing these massive candles too. And and I'm very happy to say that the team here at Pulse Mafia, we have Pulse Pot, we have Pulse Predict, we have a bunch of different projects, and they're all ready to go. They're all ready to take off, and man, I can't wait for that, because those green candles are going to be monstrous.
We've been so suppressed on this chain for so long. It's like people like to use this analogy. It's like if you try and hold like a basketball underwater, the deeper and the deeper and deeper you try to push down, eventually when it let goes, it just shoots up. And I mean, I think we both know, and a lot of people who've been around for quite some time know how truly little it actually takes to move this stuff. In terms of like the greater market and things that happen elsewhere, it does not take long. It doesn't take too much to move these things. It really doesn't. And we've been so wildly suppressed, man. Like you said, as soon as Pulsechain, Hex, PulseX, Inc. start to take off a little bit, a rising tide lifts all boats. Not just through Hart's Law, the liquidity tides, but just sentiment wise. Like this, as soon as sentiment shifts, we're going to see those green candles come right away. We exist in a market that sways between extremes, euphoric extremes and depressive extremes, both on the micro and on the macro, long time frame, short time frames. And short time frame, a lot of stuff is suppressed. Long time frame, our chain has been completely suppressed. I frankly think the bull market hasn't even touched Pulsechain. We've really just seen tastes of what's possible, but Pulsechain really has not seen a bull market yet. And we look at some of these other things that are doing well, Solana, whatever it is, but the problem with those things is that they've already done well. They're not cheap. Pulsechain is cheap. Pulsechain is dirt cheap. I was just looking at this just before hopping on stream. There's meme coins that are like 10, 15 times more valuable than Pulsechain, than our whole ecosystem combined. If you combine Pulse, Hex, Inc., PulseX, I don't know what EHEX is worth nowadays, but there's meme coins that combined all together are 10 times more valuable. Like, guys, we are extremely suppressed. And in other words, what that means is that there's potential, there's opportunity here, because all it takes is a little bit of traction, a little bit of goodwill, a little bit of positive sentiment, and we can move quite a bit. And again, just to speak to that fact that we've always swang from macro depressive extremes to macro euphoric extremes, and all we've seen, really, arguably, so far is macro depressive, because it's been just a massive downtrend. But what comes next? That's not guaranteed, but we're all betting on the what comes next part, and all we've seen is the depressive part. We haven't seen the euphoric part, which in one sense sucks, but in the other sense, it's opportunity. It's opportunity. So I am extremely optimistic. Things on Pulsechain are dirt cheap. They have, there's a lot of great people doing really, really great things, and they're so primed for, as soon as there's a little bit of traction, a little bit of positive sentiment, to start getting that use, and things can really, really take off.